All right, next question comes from Bernie. I am 50 and want to make sure my wife and I are doing everything we can for our financial health. Wasn't that awesome?
That is nice.
Starting with listening to answers, right? That's not what he said, but I'm putting those words in his mouth.
It's implied. It's implied that's what he's doing.
He's keeping good company. With that said, who should we see? I assume a financial planner. If so, what credentials should they have? And what fees would be considered reasonable?
Well, Bernie, I would start by asking yourself, what kind of help are you looking for? Are you looking for someone to just manage your investments? Or are you okay doing that on your own? Are you looking for someone to help you with maybe your retirement plan? Or are you looking for someone who wants to look at every aspect of your finances, look at the whole thing comprehensively? I would start there, knowing what you're looking for, and then look at the fee-only financial advisors that are in your area or elsewhere if you're comfortable working with someone online or over the phone. And the places we often will say you can go find a fee-only financial planner are the Garrett Planning Network, National Association of Personal Financial Advisors, or NAPFA, or our very own Motley Fool Wealth Management. You can go online, look at profiles, see who's offering what you're looking for. I would say choose maybe 3, and then just meet with them. And most of those folks will offer a free meeting at Garrett. They call it the free Get Acquainted meeting. You talk about what you're looking for, they can tell you where they provide it, and then you can choose a fit. One thing you would need to look for is if you want someone to manage your money, many firms have minimums. So you have to bring over maybe $250,000 or $500,000 of investments. So that's something to keep an eye on. The next question was how to get paid. Generally speaking, if you want them to manage your money, you're going to have to pay a percentage of your assets each year, the average these days being about 1%. And then if you do that, they will often throw in the financial planning services with that. If you just want the financial planning, usually pay by the hour or by the project. The hour these days is around $150 to $300 an hour. Project, $1,500 to $3,000. I've heard upwards of $5,000. What determines the price? Partially the experience of the financial planner. Someone who's more experienced can charge more, but also the complexity of your plan. If you have businesses, if you have real estate, if you have a lot of assets scattered all over the place, you're probably going to end up paying more. When it comes to credentials, I'm a little biased, but I would say the gold standard for financial planning is the Certified Financial Planner designation, which just so happens to be something that both Ross and I have, CFP designation. We had to take 6 classes, pass them, take a test. Pass the test.
I think it's 7 classes now.
Is it now?
Yeah, it's gone.
Okay.
When you say it like that, though, it doesn't make it sound that hard.
Well,
Can you make it sound a little harder? We had to take 7 whole classes and pass a test.
Well, I don't know about your test, but when I took the test, it had a 55% pass rate.
There we go.
There we go. Does it sound a little better?
Yeah, it's a 10-hour national board exam, basically, at least when I did it. And they've shortened the exam time now, too. But no, it was a brutal experience. Right.
If you were looking for investment expertise, you'll often see the CFA. That's the gold standard there. That's really tough. That's 3 tests, man. That is a tough designation. Neither of them really, I would say, are necessary, but what they indicate is it's someone who's taken the time to learn as much as possible about their profession and take their profession very seriously. A couple of things I would point out, though, is to make sure when you find someone, do a little background check. So you can look up something called broker check, and you can see if anyone's filed any complaints against someone. If someone's been in the business for a long time, they probably do have a few complaints. What you want to see is how it was resolved. And if they say they have a designation, make sure they actually have the designation. And when I say this, I bring up a recent Huffington Post article by Casey Bond, asked the question, who is Patricia Russell, CFP? She's mentioned in many articles, quoted all over the internet. It turns out that after Casey Bond looked into this person doesn't exist.
Oh.
Yes, so not only is this person not a CFP practitioner, it's not even this person's real name. If you look on her LinkedIn page, she said she went to MIT and Oxford. It's a pseudonym. It seems to me, based on what I read in the article, it's just a front to send people to this credit repair company.
Huh.
So as you come across someone, do a background check and don't take everything they say for granted.
The other place to look there is the SEC's website, which is it's advisorinfo.sec.gov, and advisor is with an ER. I think we still disagree in the industry on how to spell advisor. But that's the Investment Advisor Public Disclosure Search, because somebody like myself, we're a registered investment advisor. I'm not a broker. I used to be. So I used to have that brokerage license, but FINRA Broker Check would say I'm not registered, even though I'm still licensed through the SEC.
I'm going to add here, by the way, if you go to the CFP website and look up my name and find a planner, you're not going to find my name because I don't offer any services. there's another site where you go to just do verify, and both Ross and I are in both of those. You're also in Find a Planner, by the way. Yeah. Yeah, just saying, in case anyone checks up on that. That pro is a big liar.
Maybe you need to take another
fraud.
test.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Can't wait.